What's good, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you had a great weekend. Um, let's get into today's episode. What the fuck? Like, really? This is how they're gonna end the Hayden storyline? Like, it was just open ended like a motherfucker. They didn't say shit. There was no Dear John letter. There was no note. There was no text. No nothing. Like, she literally just hauled ass. Nobody seen her. She left her engagement ring behind. She disconnected her cell phone so nobody could get in touch with her. What about the baby? Like y'all just gonna leave it like this? I just felt like that was horrible. Rebecca Budig, like she deserved so much better than this. I've never in my life, never, even with her character on All My Children, and when she left All My Children at one time, they never left the storyline open ended like that. There was always some explanation. In this case, they gave no explanation. I said, "What the hell? That's how you gonna leave this shit?" After I got invested in this character for the last 2 years, and y'all leave it like that? Really? Come on now. I was disappointed with that. I really was. I was hoping for at least one last scene between her and Finn. You know what I mean? Get some type of closure to this. I had a feeling it was gonna be a letdown. I had a feeling, but I didn't think it was gonna be like this. I thought we would at least see her today for the last time. But no, we just get her leaving like Princess Bride or whatever, like Runaway Bride. She just hauls ass. Like, come on now. Like, damn, that was so fucked up. We didn't get to see her one last time today or nothing. That was just fucked up. I was like, damn. And then, the whole hospital situation. Obrecht is a bitch. I like Obrecht, but I think she's taking shit way too far. These last couple months, she's been going way too over the top. Like, she's trying to ruin people's lives because she, in her mind, think that they ruined her life. Obrecht, you ruined your own goddamn life. They didn't ruin yours. They just exposed what you were doing. That's all they did. You ruined your own career in your own life. So you can blame yourself. Stop trying to blame other people for your missteps. You know what I mean? You fucked up. It was your mistake. It was your actions that got you fired. It was your actions that got you demoted in the first place from the chief of staff position. All of this stuff was your fault, and you want to blame Finn for it. Talking about, oh, he ruins lives. Who life has he ruined? You ruined your own, but you want to make his life a living hell because you're mad and you don't want to admit the facts that you fucked your life up. So you want to pin the blame on him and Hayden. That's fucked up. Jared is I like Jared. I really do. He's a son of a bitch, but I think he makes a good villain. I think GH should definitely keep him on as a villain to somebody on this show. Now that Hayden is going, he could be a thorn in somebody's side because I feel like he gives off that creepy vibe and he gives off that good villain vibe. Like I think he could be an interesting villain. If they rewrite him a little bit, I think he could be a lot more darker and he can definitely give. We need a new villain on this show. Obrecht is basically a villain, but in my opinion, she's not dark enough. Like she's not evil enough. She's over the top and dramatic, but she's not evil enough. She's crazy, but she got to have a bit more edginess to her. I feel like Jared definitely could do that. He was pissed off when he found out that money wasn't in his account. Like seriously, I'm glad Hayden double crossed his ass. I'm glad. In her final act, she did not give him the money. Thank God. Because she wanted to prove to everybody that she wasn't Rachel Berlin of the past, and she's Hayden Barnes of today. You know what I mean? So I like that, though. At least she didn't fuck the hospital out of 250,000. So I do respect her for that. I just hate how they left it, like where Finn and everybody else didn't get the answers they wanted. And what the fuck was the point of making Hayden and Elizabeth sisters when we barely got to see them together? We didn't get to really get any real scenes with them until towards the end of her, you know, of her tenure on the show. Now we get sister scenes between her and Elizabeth. I felt like that was stupid. This whole storyline was dumb and it was rushed. Her entire exit storyline was rushed. Like after they fucked up Jane Elliott's exit storyline, I was like, I knew they were gonna fuck up Hayden's exit storyline after what they did to Jane Elliott. Because bringing in that Samira girl and about that dumbass painting, that wasted so much time that we had left with Jane Elliott. I mean, Jane Elliott, of course, was phenomenal throughout that entire storyline, as I knew she would be. But I just hate the exit storyline, and they did Rebecca Budig equally as wrong because they rushed the hell out of this storyline. An embezzlement storyline like this could have been so much better had it taken time. You know what I mean? Like they could have planted the seeds months ago with this Jarrett guy. They just brought him in like what, a month ago, a few weeks to a month ago, and now Hayden's gone with no explanation, no nothing, not a smoke signal, not telling anybody where she's going. What about the baby? So she gonna raise the baby by herself without Finn? That's not right. That was just fucked up. Totally fucked up. Crazy. And Elizabeth loses another sibling. Her brother is in prison. Her sister is somewhere in another country. Her parents are in another country. They in Africa somewhere. And now her other half sister, now her other sister is gone. Like, damn, like she ain't got no relatives in this damn town other than her kids. Like, that's crazy. They just keep taking all her relatives away. That's crazy. Anyway, Olivia and Monica, I enjoyed their scenes today. Here's the thing. I agree with both of them. I agree with Monica and I agree with Olivia. I do. To a certain extent. I agree with Olivia and Monica. The thing is, I agree, Olivia is now a part of the Quartermain family. She lives in that mansion now. I feel like she should be able to cook in her own kitchen. I mean, it is her house now. You know, she doesn't own it, but she lives there, so it's her house too. You know, she should be able to cook in the kitchen if she want. I felt like the cook was a bit disrespectful to her employer because how are you going to sit there and be a staff? You're an employee and you're telling the employers that they can't come in their own kitchen. That's a little over the top, and she should have been reprimanded for that. But I feel like Olivia, I agree with Monica. Olivia had no right, no authority to go behind Monica's back and fire her cook. Who the hell do you think you are? You don't fire somebody who don't work for you. Furthermore, Cook has been with that family for years. And last I remember, Monica signs the checks. She pays the staff in that mansion. So who are you to fire anybody in that house? But I felt like Monica definitely should have at least sat down and talked it out with Olivia. But I understand that Monica was just heated because people act like they don't respect her house, like it's her home. The one thing about Tracy though, when Tracy lived in that house, as bad as Tracy threatened Alice and the rest of the staff, because she did threaten to fire the staff, Tracy wasn't stupid. She never fired the staff. Never. And Alice was rude to Tracy and everything else. But Tracy never fired the staff because she knew her place. She knew that was Monica's house and she knew she couldn't fire anybody. And deep down, she didn't really want to fire anybody. But I definitely think Monica should sit down with Olivia because I do feel like Olivia is just trying to find her footing. She's just trying to find her place in that family. She's not used to the dynamics that the family, goes through. She's not used to that. She grew up different. So it's an adjustment for everybody. And, I felt bad a little bit for Olivia when Olivia felt like Monica called her a problem. I feel like Monica said some hurtful things, but I don't think she really meant it. It's like you got to understand, Monica is under a little stress. She was trying to plan this wedding, deal with this wedding. She was trying to do the reception. Now her staff, her cook just got fired and she didn't know anything about it. Plus, she's chief of staff at a hospital. Plus, she babysits her grandkids. Like, that's a lot. You know what I mean? Especially for a person her age. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she gets irritated. And I think once her and Olivia sit down and talk, I think they will come to some sort of compromise. And I'm happy that Ned tried to have Olivia's back on this, you know what I mean? Because that is his wife and he's going to defend his wife. But I feel like they just need to sit down and come to some sort of mutual agreement about this, about the mansion and the dynamics of being in that family. But I do think Monica should cut Olivia some slack because she's new to the family. You know what I mean? She's new. She doesn't know the history that well of the Quartermains and she don't know the dynamics of the family. You know what I mean? So she kind of, she's trying to learn her place. You know, I'm pretty sure Monica had to go through that too back in the day when she first married into that family. Because I'm sure Monica wasn't used to that kind of family. With so much esteem and power and money. You know what I mean? So it's an adjustment period. So she got to kind of be patient with Olivia. Talk things out. And I agree with Ned. I think once Monica really calms down, they'll talk it out and figure it out. But I do agree with both sides. I agree with both. I think they both had a point, a legitimate point. Um, I just think at the same time they both had a point, but they both went about their points the wrong way. They both handled it wrong, in my opinion. Um, Michael, when will Michael go get a life? Like seriously, Michael, go get a goddamn life. Like, oh, I meant to bring this up before I continue. Obrecht. It was something she said in this episode that reminded me of One Life to Live, and I caught it immediately when she said it. I caught it when she was talking to herself about the Hayden and Finn situation, and she kind of knew Michael would go to Monica with the discrepancies in the bank, in the hospital bank account. When Obrecht said, "My aim is true," that fucking reminded me of 2012 during the last couple episodes of One Life to Live. Remember that scene for all you people that watch One Life to Live. It was in 2012 before the last episode of the show. Remember when Allison Perkins. Remember when she shot Vicky in the stomach and it was right before Clint had a heart attack and she was dancing around Vicky's living room with the gun in her hand and Allison Perkins said, "My aim is true." That's where that shit came from. That's where Obrecht got that from. And I knew and I heard it when I heard Obrecht say it, it immediately reminded me of Allison Perkins. I said, "Didn't Allison say that same shit?" And she was dancing around the living room with the gun in her hand. "My aim is true." That shit was hilarious. I miss Allison Perkins. I miss her so much. That was my bitch. I miss Allison. She was fucking crazy. Her and Mitch Lawrence. Yo, that's what General Hospital need. They need a villain like Mitch Lawrence and Allison Perkins. I'm sorry, but that's what they need. I'm telling you, nobody beats Allison Perkins and Mitch Lawrence. They were hilarious, but evil as fuck. Like the only person that comes close to that is people like the Cassadines. They the only evil that comes close to that wacky deranged shit. But that was so hilarious. When I heard her saying "my aim is true," I said I knew where they got that from. I knew Frank Valentini had them throw that in there. He probably remembered that line Allison Perkins said. I knew it. I when I heard it, I bust out laughing. I said, "Oh hell no!" But anyway, Michael need to go get a life. Like he's sitting there questioning Sonny about, and it was so funny because when Michael said to Sonny, "Who shot you?" You know what that reminded me of? When Michael told asked Sonny who shot you, that shit reminded me of Biggie Smalls' Notorious B.I.G. song "Who Shot You." That shit reminded me, and that's my favorite song too. And that reminded me of that "Who Shot You." That was my shit. It ain't nothing like '90s music, I swear. But yeah, Michael need to mind his business. If Sonny don't want to talk to you about it, just shut the fuck up. Like mind your business. Dante and fucking Nathan running around getting ballistics, and the cop found the fucking Sam's gun in the he found Sam's gun in the trash dumpster at the construction site at the distillery. So they tested it, and it proves that that is the gun that shot Sonny in the leg, but it ain't got no prints on it. So Dante and Nathan went over to talk to Sonny about it. Sonny ain't giving up no information, and Dante getting frustrated with Sonny because Sonny not trying to say shit. And Jason went over to fucking I can't stand that shit. Jason went over to Julian's penthouse just to tell him to stay away from Sam. Like really? I'm getting so sick of them. Like honestly, I'm getting tired of them telling Julian to stay away from his own daughter. Like I am getting so sick of this. Like this is annoying as fuck. Like I'm just getting tired of their funky ass attitude. I just hope Julian bitch smacks some of them. Like seriously. Team Julian all day. If you're not a Team Julian fan, sucks for you. But Team Julian. I call Julian out on his shit too, but it's like enough is enough. Like I get where people get frustrated because he's basically lying about the conversation he had with Sam, but it ain't like he told Sam to get rid of Sonny, like kill him. She just said, that's the only way to stop him. Um, I just don't understand why everybody's trying to protect Sam from going to prison. She's not gonna go to prison. Sonny and Jason never fucking learn. They just never learn. Did they not learn anything from Michael 7 years ago when he killed Claudia? They covered it up and they made the situation worse than what it was. Had they told the truth, Michael would have never went to jail. He would have never went to jail because it was self-defense. But now since they covered it up, he was looking at a manslaughter charge. And Michael told the judge he wanted to tell the truth, but the judge wasn't hearing it because Michael is an adult. He was 18 at the time, and nobody was physically threatening him to keep quiet. So he could have came forward anytime he wanted to. But he chose to go along with their plan, so the judge threw the damn book at him and gave him 5 years with 2 years, parole. Um, and I feel like this is deja vu with Sam. I feel like you're not doing that girl any favors by keeping this a secret. There's not a DA or jury in this world who would convict Sam for shooting Sonny, knowing that she had issues at the time. So if they show the medical history, she's not going to go to prison. She's not going to be charged. So why cover it up? It makes no sense. It's stupid as hell. You might as well just tell the truth. She walked scot free, and I don't see the point in them sitting there lying to Carly about it. Like, it's just stupid. Like, it makes all of them look like dumbasses. And it's deja vu. Like, y'all just don't learn. Y'all making this situation worse. So what's gonna happen if they do find out Sam is the one who shot Sonny? Guess what? She's gonna be arrested. And you might make the situation worse, and she might be looking at prison due to the fact that y'all all covered it up. Like, stop trying to cover the shit up. Damn, just tell the truth, get it over with, and nobody has to go to prison. Case closed. Um, I'm also getting tired of everybody, being all over Alexis's ass about Julian. She went to the trial, she told the truth, case closed. She told the truth. She didn't, do all that extra to help him, and there's nothing she can do to really help him at this point. So I don't know why people bringing that up. Ain't shit she could do to help him. She just went on the stand and told the truth. That's it. She didn't lie. She didn't say anything extra. She told the truth, and it was that. Um, at the end of the day, Alexis is an adult. She's gonna do what she want to do, point blank. Um, what else happened? I'm trying to remember. I think that's everything. Jason, I don't know what the fuck he went down to the PCPD for. He talking about he want to talk to Jordan, then he talking about he want to talk to Dante. He said he had something he wanted to talk to them about Julian's trial. What is he up to? What are you trying to get Julian to go to prison or something? I'm getting so sick of him with they little Julian hate. It's annoying. Jason, go sit your punk ass down. Now he pissing me off. Like, seriously, go sit down. How you gonna tell that man to stay away from his daughter? That's his daughter. It ain't like he trying to hurt her or harm her. He love her too, just like the rest of y'all do. But at this point, I think Julian should just back off and give him some space. Whenever Sam want to talk to him or reach out, let her. If not, fuck it. I mean, what more can you do? She's an adult. It's not like she's a kid. So back off, focus on you. And if they want to come reach out and, start a relationship again, then that's on them. Because at the end of the day, it's only but so much Julian can do. So whatever. Anyway, I hope all you have a great day. Hit that like button, hit that comment button, and I'll see you all later. Have a good day. I'm out. Peace.